For over 80 years, a figure in a red cape has soared through our collective imagination, embodying hope, justice, and the very best of humanity. This is the story of Superman, a character who has transcended the pages of comic books to become a global cultural icon. Our journey begins in 1938, at the dawn of the golden age of comics. Two young visionaries, writer Jerry Siegel and artist Joe Shuster, introduced the world to Superman in Action Comics #1. Born on the doomed planet Krypton, baby Kal-El was rocketed to Earth, where he would grow up to become Earth's greatest protector. In these early stories, Superman was a champion of the oppressed, fighting against corrupt politicians and standing up for the common man. His incredible powers, superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to leap tall buildings in a single bound, captured the imagination of a nation grappling with the Great Depression and the looming threat of World War II. As Superman's popularity soared, so did his powers. By the late 1940s, he wasn't just leaping, he was flying. His strength increased from lifting cars to moving planets. But it wasn't just his powers that evolved. His rogues gallery grew as well, introducing iconic villains like Lex Luthor and Brainiac. The 1940s also saw Superman leap into new media. The Adventures of Superman radio show captivated audiences, introducing elements that would become core to the Superman mythos, including Jimmy Olsen and Kryptonite. Meanwhile, the Fleischer Studios' Superman cartoons brought the Man of Steel to the silver screen in vibrant Technicolor. As we fly into the Silver Age of comics, Superman's world expanded dramatically. The 1950s brought us the hit television series Adventures of Superman, starring George Reeves. This show introduced Superman to a whole new audience, cementing his place in American popular culture. In the comics, Superman's mythos grew richer. We were introduced to the bottle city of Kandor, the Phantom Zone, and a myriad of colorful forms of kryptonite. Superman's cousin, Supergirl, made her debut, expanding the Superman family. This era also saw Superman become a founding member of the Justice League, teaming up with other DC heroes. The 1960s and 70s saw Superman tackle more complex issues, reflecting the changing times. Writers like Dennis O'Neil brought real-world problems into Superman's world, while still maintaining the character's inherent optimism and hope. This period also gave us the classic Superman vs. Muhammad Ali comic, a perfect encapsulation of Superman's cultural impact. But it was in 1978 that Superman truly soared on the big screen. Christopher Reeve donned the cape in Richard Donner's Superman the Movie, delivering what many still consider the definitive portrayal of the Man of Steel. Reeve's ability to distinctly portray both Superman and Clark Kent, coupled with groundbreaking special effects, made audiences believe a man could fly. The success of the Superman film franchise, along with continued comic book storylines and animated series like Super Friends, ensured that Superman remained a cultural touchstone through the 1980s. As we approached the modern era, Superman was poised for new interpretations and challenges. The 1990s ushered in a new era for Superman, starting with the groundbreaking comic storyline, The Death of Superman. This event captured global attention, reminding the world of Superman's significance in popular culture. It also paved the way for new characters like Steel and the return of Superboy. Television brought new interpretations of Superman to life. Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, focused on the romance and partnership of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, while Smallville explored Clark's journey from small-town teen to the Man of Steel over 10 seasons. In recent years, Superman has continued to evolve on the big screen, from Brandon Routh's nostalgic turn in Superman Returns to Henry Cavill's more complex, modern interpretation in Man of Steel, and subsequent DC films. Each portrayal has brought new dimensions to the character. As we look to the future, Superman's journey continues, with a new film directed by James Gunn on the horizon, starring David Corenswet as Superman and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. It's clear that the Man of Steel's ability to inspire hope and embody our highest ideals remains as strong as ever.